Its feet, the best team in basketball all year, all the work, all the sacrifice, handling the enormous weight of massive expectations, ends tonight here. It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.
This Celtics roster might be one of the deepest rosters of all time. The Boston Celtics entered the NBA playoffs as the clear frontrunners for the championship title. They dominated the Eastern Conference with ease, facing little competition. When they reached the NBA Finals, there were high expectations for their opponent, the Dallas Mavericks, as they had just absolutely dominated one of the best teams in the NBA, being the Timberwolves. However, this finals series was not close at all. The Celtics won in 5 games, cementing one of the most dominant title runs in NBA history. Looking closer, it was almost inevitable that the Celtics would win the finals. They boasted one of the most formidable starting lineups entering the season and the playoffs. And you might be wondering, how did the NBA actually allow this lineup to even happen? Remarkably, the Celtics starting 5 were acquired through trades or draft picks that were not originally theirs. Jason Tatum came from a draft pick obtained from the Sixers in 2017, and Jaylen Brown was from a 2016 draft pick from the Nets. In 2013, the Celtics made a significant trade with the Nets, sending Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce in exchange for some role players and 4 first-round picks. Crazy enough, 2 of those picks became Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Another was also used to trade for Kyrie Irving in 2017. So when you look back at this trade now, the Celtics seemingly finessed the Nets. The Celtics simply took a gamble on a bunch of first-round picks, and it worked out. And for the Nets, Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce didn't find much success as they were aging out of their prime. But it's mind-blowing to think how the Celtics got their star players. The story of Jrue Holiday's acquisition adds another layer of intrigue. The Bucks traded Holiday to the Trailblazers to acquire Damian Lillard. The Celtics then traded Robert Williams and Malcolm Brogdon to the Blazers for Holiday. When you look back at this, the Blazers should have took into account the health conditions of Robert Williams. But regardless, Jrue Holiday has just always been underrated and underappreciated in his career. The Celtics title run even has NBA players in disarray. Joel Embiid tweeted, "Did the Bucks give them the championship?" as he is hinting at the dominance of Jrue Holiday and the Bucks trading him away. However, the acquisition of Kristaps Porzingis is even more fascinating. Getting drafted by the Knicks, Porzingis had stints with the Mavericks and the Wizards after that. And then the Celtics came in and robbed the Grizzlies and the Wizards. In a 3-team trade, the Celtics sent Marcus Smart to the Grizzlies and the Wizards got Tyus Jones, while the Celtics were able to get Porzingis from the Wizards. Now, there were some picks being swapped in this trade as well, but the Celtics significantly upgraded their center. Reflecting on these offseason trades, the Celtics expertly navigated the market, assembling a powerful lineup. They seemingly finessed the NBA and all the teams involved, as they were able to get away with Jrue Holiday, arguably the best perimeter defender in the league, and Kristaps Porzingis, a 7'3" center who can shoot the ball and defend at elite levels. And to level it all out, the Celtics acquired Derek White from the Spurs back in 2021, giving away also minimal value in return, with that just being a few role players and 2 mediocre picks. This just shows Derek White has always been underrated his whole career, but you could contribute that to the Spurs' bad teams over the recent years. However, the Celtics saw great value in White as they developed him over the years, ultimately bringing out an all-star caliber talent as of this year. White has been elite for the Celtics, especially as a 3-and-D player. When you look at the duo of Derek White and Jrue Holiday, they might be the best defensive backcourt duo in the NBA. It is rare to find talents like this in the NBA, and to bring them onto the same team is even scarier. Every player on the Celtics starting lineup is loaded with all-star potential, and they performed as expected. And this graph proves the overall dominance, showcasing all 16 teams in the postseason and their net rating. Net rating is just simply the difference between offense and defense. At the bottom, you will have pretty much the worst teams in the playoffs with the Heat and the Pelicans. Towards the middle of the chart, the Nuggets and the Sixers shine brightly. And if you look up at the top, you will see some solid all-around teams with the Magic and the Thunder. And here are where the Celtics rank, above everybody else in the playoffs, with a net rating of 8. And it doesn't even stop there, as they were even better in the regular season, as they have a net rating of 11.7 in the regular season. This just proves how good their all-around game is. From offense to defense, this lineup is lethal. Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Kristaps Porzingis is the best a team could assemble this season, leading to arguably one of the most dominant playoff runs and regular seasons in NBA history. I mean, you gotta tip your hat to the real MVP of the Boston Celtics, Brad Stevens. Stevens was formerly the Celtics coach and is now the GM of the Celtics. I don't know what type of Houdini he pulled off to get this starting lineup, but it worked. Being able to upgrade from Marcus Smart to Jrue Holiday and from Robert Williams to Kristaps Porzingis, gotta show respect to it. I just feel bad for Marcus Smart. He gave Boston his all and got traded away. But for the Celtics, upgrading in multiple positions and on offense and defense, it's amazing to see what they were able to do this season. It's remarkable that they won it all, but the sad news is likely this team won't stay together. Al Horford, Tatum, Porzingis, and Derek White, all 4 players have expiring contracts in this next season. It would be hard for the Celtics to maintain this lineup, as Derek White and Al Horford will likely seek larger contracts, and Jason Tatum is a cornerstone piece to the Celtics, so that means he's getting the Supermax contract. It simply would be hard to keep this roster together. Regardless, Brad Stevens and the Celtics executed a masterful strategy, getting away with robbery and securing their 18th championship, surpassing the Lakers' 17 titles. Now the Celtics have the most all-time in the NBA. It's mind-blowing to me how dominant their playoff run was and how they got there. They had one of the most memorable and remarkable regular seasons of all time, and you gotta tip it. But why do you guys think they were so good, and how did the NBA let this roster happen? Anyways, subscribing would be much appreciated, and I thank you guys for watching. It genuinely means a lot. God bless all of you though.